Welcome back to Superstarglam. Today's video is a makeup roulette tutorial. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and again I was just struggling to see what palette I wanted to use or should use. This is definitely an awesome way to pick out a palette for me to use, and I definitely plan to do these again. Maybe not so much every week. That way it just gives me a chance to keep playing with the palette, and also gives me room to try out other palettes that I've been purchasing or are newer to me. So that's definitely the plan. So if you'd like to see what palette I am using today, then just keep watching. So I already done my entire face. Now I'm just going to pick a palette, and I'm going to spin the wheel for that. So it's recording. Now I'm going to spin the wheel and see where it lands. Gave it a really good spin. Okay, so it landed on Natasha Denona. Okay, so I only have two. I have this one, which was the Star palette. This is what it looks like. And then I also have this one. I think it was like limited edition, the holiday eyeshadow palette number 2. It looks like this. I'm just going to do something light with the Star palette. It's separated into cool tones and warm tones. I'm gonna go in with the warm tones. So, and I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna prime my eyes. These palettes are definitely not cheap, so I'm pretty glad that it landed on it, because otherwise I wouldn't think of using it or pull it out. And I guess this is the exact reason why I love to do these makeup roulette tutorials, because again, I wouldn't have never thought of pulling out this palette and create a look with it. The only one that I probably regret not getting is the Sunset palette. I'm taking the Sigma Blending 825, and I'm going to take the shade Flesh and just build this up onto my crease. I'm going to take a much fluffier brush. I'm going to take that same shade just a little bit and buff it out, because I want it really blown out onto the crease. So I'm happy with the intensity of the crease. Now I'm going to move on to the next color. I'm going to take Titania. It's another light color, another light shade. I just want to add dimension, and I'm going to add it in the same crease area, just a tiny bit lower. I'm taking the fluffy brush and just going over the edges. Now I'm just going to take the shade Earth, and I'm going to switch up brushes. This one is the Morphe M506, and I'm going to apply this to the outer, and then I'm also going to add it to the inner. And I'm going to take the Sigma blending brush, and I'm not adding any more product. Just going to use this to buff out the edges. Now I'm going to take the fluffier brush and just again go over those edges. Now I'm going to clean up the center. I'm taking the Morphe M421. I'm taking the MAC paint pot and just going to clean the center of the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with that earth shade and just buff out the edges. Then trying to decide what shade to put out in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna take the shade Atria. And I'm just applying this with my finger. And then now I'm just going over the edges with earth. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the crease with that fluffy brush. I'm not adding any more products, I'm just blending out those edges. I'm gonna take the blending brush and again go over the edges on the crease. I'm going to put a coat of mascara. I'm gonna go in with lashes. Okay, while I wait for the other lash to dry, I'm going to take earth on that same fluffy brush and apply it just the outer corner of the lower lash line. Then taking the blending brush with no more product, just going to buff out the edges. The Sigma pencil brush E30. I'm going to take from the other side the shade Polaris. So now I'm just going to finish the brows and the lips and I'll be right back. This is the completed look using the Natasha Denona Star palette. I really hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.